Hi, I'm Peggy. Welcome to my studio. I'm still married. My ring is only off because, as you can see, my finger swelled up and it got really, really painful. So anyway, today is Craft Roulette Card Day, and I will tell you one of the parameters kind of stumped me for a bit, but we will get to that. On Friday, Mr. Wheel that's what spun. He's called Mr. Wheel. I don't know if he was that friendly. He wasn't too bad, but he wasn't extremely friendly. The project, and I have tried to record this video so many times because I keep getting tongue-tied, but I'm going to work through it. The project is Card for an Influencer. Okay. The colors are dreamy, and that is what stumped me for a while. The element is crafters, crafter, crafty, stuff having to do with craft. And the random is off-center, which is probably the easiest aspect. Now, when I think of influencers, what comes to my mind first are other card makers and paper crafters. And since I can't send it to myself, no, I'm totally kidding. I have an idea of who I'm going to send this to. So that's done. Now, the dreamy bit, I actually went on to Google and I looked up dreamy, like dreamy colorways, and boy, I tell you, all kinds of things came up. And then I saw this one that I kind of liked. And I decided I'm going to work on that. Now, I have Ohuhu markers. So this is how I work out my colors, like my color palettes. I kind of found what I look on. I have color charts that look like this. Okay, there's 4 of them for every. I have the big set, so I have 4 of them. And I kind of look for what's close, and I scratch, I try them all out. I came up with this, and I was like, that's too green. So then I saw this color, which was very close to what they had. And ultimately, this is the color palette I came up with. And this last number, if you're writing, if you have Ohuhus and you want to write these numbers down, this is R242, and this number is CG1100. Okay, but that is the color palette I came up with. And I do not have paper in these colors. So what I did, I colored everything with my markers. Okay, the only things I haven't done yet, I haven't not cut out these scissors, but I did. All of these are out of white, and then they're all just colored in. And what I did was I used my darkest color. It's very different, I know, very different for me especially, but I kind of like it. I used the darkest color for the leaves. I used the next color for the additional leaves and the little pieces on the buds. And then one flower was with one marker, one was with the other. And then this I hadn't used yet. I didn't really do shading, but I did kind of, in some of the spots, I went over it again just to give it a little bit of, variation of color. And this, I just kind of went at it. For the crafty part and for the influencer part, I have this die. It's by Scrap Diva, and it says Crafty Greetings. If I can find it on her website, I will load it. And I cut it out of silver. I'll show you why in a minute. And the back piece, I didn't, like I said, I don't have these colors of cardstock. So I just took my dark marker and I just colored some white cardstock again and just cut it out. Now, I'm not sure if the dark one is going to work. We're going to have to see as the card goes on. If not, I can cut another one out and color it again. But what I want to do, the scissors are from, let me look. It's a Spellbinders large die of the month, and it was from April of last year, and it was called Pins and Needles Jar. And really, you're supposed to cut it out once, but I'm going to cut it out twice, because what I was thinking was having like the open pair of scissors and kind of have the roses wrapping around it. I thought that would look really cool. So we're going to see, and we'll see how all this turns out. I do need to cut that out. And I decided to use, this is a brushed silver cardstock for the blade, which I am going to cut twice. And then I have matte silver for the handle, because I don't think it should be the same, honestly. And I thought about black, and I'm like, no, I'm going to do all silver. It should look pretty good. Now, what the other thing I did, I actually found a piece of cardstock. I don't know where it came from, but it is pretty darn close to that light color. So what I did, I have my card base. I cut out a frame out of the brushed cardstock, and actually the grain is going this way. It doesn't really matter because you can't see it much, but I figured I could put that down, and then the same die I used to cut the middle out, I cut this out so we can have it like a little frame like that. Okay, now let's get these pieces cut out. I am using, this is my Spellbinders, my Platinum Scout in purple, the lilac one, which I love purple. And she's so, isn't she pretty? Anyway, this is a little bit of a learning curve for me, actually. But if you have a Platinum or Platinum 6, it's the same thing. It comes with all, well, okay, it does not come with the Magic Mat. It comes with 2 of the purple, the regular platform top and the platform base. I like using a Magic Mat from scrapbook.com to do my die cutting on. And what I did, I bought one. I think now they have one the right size, but I bought one and I cut it down for this. It saves your plates. That way you can use one plate, which I accidentally cut into. But these stay pretty good. These ones stay good, and it cuts into the mat. And if this gets warped, you can actually fix it. So I really like it a lot. Now I'm going to cut the blades out first. And the reason I already pre-cut the crafty greeting is sometimes my Scout doesn't cooperate with certain dies, and it doesn't really like that one sometimes. But there is one piece. And a Magic Mat is cool because you can actually bend it a little bit and pop up your piece. Now, and if you've never die cut before, the sandwich for this is you have your, now this is just for a Platinum, a base, your top, and then your cutting mat, we'll call it. Then all you do is you put, everybody does it different, but you put your paper down, you put your die down on your paper. Now you can tape it on if you'd like. You don't have to. Sometimes if I'm doing multiple dies, I will tape it down, but you put your top mat over, and it's squeaking a little bit, sorry. You just crank it through. It's pretty simple. And then I usually go backwards again, just to ensure a pretty good cut. That's all. But she's squeaking a bit on us today, and that's okay. All right. So there are, like I said, you're only supposed to do the one blade, but for this, there we go. I really want to have blades that are open. I can see it in my head, and it looks really good. We'll see how it turns out, right? Now I'm just on the, oh, there we go. On the satiny kind, I am going to do my handles. And as you can see, that's the one I also cut out the crafty greeting out of. And if you've never die cut before, when you do and you have just the cutting plates, it will crunch. So do not be alarmed. It will make a crunchy noise. It is normal, okay? Because your die, if you don't use like a Magic Mat, your die is cutting right into the plastic. And it makes it, the first time I die cut, I stopped dead in my tracks. It was like halfway through the machine, and I looked up like, is it supposed to make this noise? Because I had no idea. But it is. And it is normal. So do not be alarmed. Like I was my first time. Anyway, okay. because I had never even seen anybody using a die cut machine, honestly. Okay, let me put those aside. So now we have our scissor pieces. Get that out of the way. It just doesn't want to move, does it? Put my die aside. Now what I'm thinking, I'm wondering, I may need to cut a little bit of it so that it works. Because you can, it's made to fit precisely, like right there. Ooh, and the only thing, oh, that'll work. Good, I have a little dot. Because you need something to put, to make it look like, you know how there's usually a screw inside. We need that. Where is my, you know, I thought I was ready for today, but I don't know where my pickup tool is. Well, that's kind of stinks now, doesn't it? All right, well, we'll see what we can do without it. Anyway, it's not in there, is it? Okay. Okay, moving right along. Okay. I may, since it's made to sit this way, move that over there. I may need to cut okay, I think I do. All right, we're gonna do surgery on the die cut. And don't be afraid to ever cut your die cuts. I do it all the time. Sorry guys, I'm trying to find my scissors. I do it all the time so that they will fit for what I'm using them for. Now, all I'm gonna do, we'll just try it easily. Just snipping these pieces off. Okay, and see. Okay, that's looking better. I may need to actually trim a little bit off the top too. I'm gonna do the same thing on both pieces. Okay. And it's a shame to get rid of all this prettiness, but you know, for the sake of the project, we will snip this one. Okay. Now what, like I said, I'm thinking, let's put one there. See, now the only problem is, I'm gonna need that to probably, is it would sit like that. Okay, let's do this. Okay, we're not gonna have them too open. So let me glue those together first. Put a little bit of glue. I'm not sure where the glue is going to have to hit. So we're going to pick how far open we want our scissors. And I'm not thinking a lot. There. What I'm doing is I'm making sure that that hole is even on both of them. Okay, so there are our scissors, the blades. Sorry guys, I meant to pause it, and I actually stopped the video and my eye started burning really bad. Anyway, so now I've got my blades, and we're going to glue them right there. But I think still need to trim some of the sides off. Oh, my eye is still burning. I don't know why it's burning. It's very weird. So it'll kind of fit like right there. But I'm seeing this piece a lot. poking through the back. Okay. I think that works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going, oh, my eye. I don't know what's wrong with it. I'm going to put some glue around here. And, geez Louise. Oh, sorry guys. I just have a tissue. I'm trying to, whew. My eye is burning and watering. This is not good. Okay. Apparently my eye doesn't like this project. I don't know. Okay, and I did get, when I'm using my eye tissue, whatever. All right, I got a little bit of glue where I didn't want it, but you know, we can always cover that with the flour too. Okay, now the scissors are put together. And when they're flat, they're gonna look a lot better. They're curling up right now on the side. So, now we have that done. We'll put that aside so it can dry. I'm just putting the top in my glue. Sorry, guys. I'm having one of those days, and I don't know why. Anywho, and I really knew. Oh, there it is. Hold on. Oh, shoot. I hit the camera. Sorry. I found it. Anyway, boy, it's one of those days, isn't it? Okay. Now what I'm going to do, we're going to put these pieces onto our card base. And I'm actually going to use Fabri-Tac so that I get a little bit of wiggle room on this. Okay. Oh, and those of you who have watched me for a while, you know, my readers always used to be sitting on my desk in the beginning, different readers, different colors, but I actually have real glasses now. I have glasses, but they're hard to get used to. They are the multifocal, and they are not easy to get used to at all, let me tell you. I don't know if I like them, actually, but... And I know my card is a little bit longer than this square, and I'm going to cut that down. But they, I'm not the progressive bifocal lenses. So they're actually trifocal lenses. And I don't know if I like them or not, honestly. So I've had them for a while, but I'm still kind of deciding on it. They're really, really hard to look through. And I don't know. But anyway, but that's why you don't see my readers anymore. Okay, now this was cut from the same die. So it should fit. Technically, it should fit right down in there. So we will see. And again, I'm just going to use some Fabri-Tac. This will not warp your paper. Well, I mean, I guess it will if you use quite a ton of it, but it won't warp your paper. And a lot of times I find that white craft glue can, so that's why I gravitate towards that a lot of the time. Okay, not too bad. There we go. Okay, now we have our frame. The only thing I'm gonna do, that little bit at the top is bothering me. I'm just gonna use, Lord help me, I'm gonna use scissors and just cut it. Okay. These are scissors from Spellbinders, and they are amazing. There we go. Okay. All right, there is our front now. So what I want to do is kind of put the scissors this way. Now they're off center. And then I want to wind the flowers around them. And then our crafty greetings, or maybe do it the other way. But I'm not sure about this color under the crafty greetings. Well, let's get this kind of done first. Maybe just it by itself might actually work. We'll see in a second. Anyway. to do this, I'm not sure how I want to start. Okay, I think I'm going to start by let me see. Okay, I'm going to put glue under this piece to hold it down. Okay, and then I'm gonna, as I work my flowers around, I will be able to secure it better, but I'm not sure what I want to do yet with my flowers. So here we go. Okay, now it's a start. Now what I'm going to do is that the little dot there, I'm going to put one of the silver pieces back in there that came out of there so that it looks like the ribbon. Okay, there we go. Okay, now to figure out what to do with the flowers. Okay, I'm going to use, this is a tiny pair of detailed scissors from Spellbinders. I'm going to use these to clip my flowers. And this part, it can make you nervous the first time that you go ahead and decide to cut apart your die cuts. But do not be alarmed. It is fine. Nothing is going to happen. Everything will be good, and it will work out beautifully in the end. You'll see. So what I do, see how these are connected? There's not like a definite end of one. I pick one, like the bigger one, and I will kind of follow it around. Okay. And then right here where they're connected, I will snip. Okay. And then I will also cut, because these are together on that branch, I will cut here. And on my fingers. Okay, you have to bear with me today, guys. My hands are shaking really bad. I started a kind of a medical program, and I'm not reacting well to it. Anyway, so then I take this and I just kind of form the leaf end, okay? It's a good place to start. And then I'm going to cut, just because this branch is just like in the middle of nowhere, just kind of hanging out, I'm going to snip it there. And you can, well, you don't have to snip the end if you don't want to. Anyway, I was thinking something like that. Okay. Could put the large one down there. Now, whoop. I'm going to cut this one as well. And I think I'm actually going to cut it apart in the same way. But then I think I may cut them a little bit more, this one. It's a little bit difficult to, it looks a lot lighter here than it actually does in person. That's why it's a little difficult to trim it against the gray. There. Okay. And again, I'm going to... And hey guys, I'm thinking of getting a glass mat at some point. Tell me what you guys think. Do you think I should get... Well, they have pink and purple, which I really want, but I don't think they'll look good for videos. So do you guys think that white or black or like a gray? I'm not sure. Just if you have an opinion and if you care, help a girl out, because I'm not sure what I want to do. And I was thinking of, not sure how that looks. Maybe we should cut these apart even more. Okay, I'm gonna cut. Now I have other leaves also, the lighter leaves that I can add where I need leaves. So we're gonna cut this right there. We're just gonna cut. Yeah, okay. So I can actually add a leaf if I need to, where that one is. Or we can, let's see. Like I said this, if I knew how to speed up videos, I would do that here. But I do not. I need to learn. Actually, like have that come there. And then, let's see. I'm gonna cut this off of here completely, so we can actually give it, make it attach right there. Yeah, I think, okay, this is a good place to start. Okay, let me move these aside. Okay, let me get this one. It's delicate, I know, and remember, doing something like this doesn't have to, I'm doing just the one scissor blade down right now. It doesn't have to be just on a card. This can be on anything, an album page, it can be put on anything. So just remember that as you're watching this, that it's not just for a card. Then what I do, I put glue pretty much a little bit on almost everything. Okay. Then how did we, oh, we had this coming through, didn't we? Yes, this way. I'm going to glue it down. It's just, now you can also lay everything out, and there's like a, you can use press and seal to pick everything up and just like glue it down in layers. But honestly, I haven't tried it yet. I know that's pathetic, but I haven't tried it yet. And if you watch Jennifer McGuire, she is a pro at it. And there's a reason for that, because her husband's actually the one who developed press and seal at Glad. So she had use of it before any of us could even get our hands on it. But that's why she is so good at that technique. Anyway, let's see. I know that one little leaf looks really bad, but we can fix it. Don't worry. Don't. I keep going off screen. Goodness gracious. Okay. So I hope that you're still here with me watching my video. If you are, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And please give this video a big thumbs up, because it helps with the algorithm. We all know about the algorithm. Which sometimes, well, since I don't have that many subscribers, the algorithm isn't nice to me. It doesn't really care about me. So if you could please like it and maybe share it with a crafty friend, it would help me out a lot. Because I love doing this. And I just want to make sure that people can actually see me, you know, out there. In the interverse. I don't know. That sounded good. Anyway. Anywhoot. I don't know if I want to put that there, if I want to tuck, I don't know. I'm not sure yet. Okay. I do know that my hair does not need to be there. Okay. Let's see. Let's take, ooh, that's cool. Okay. I am not sure how much of that do we need. I actually like the whole thing, and I like it going through Okay, let's tap this side down here. I'm trying to put a little bit of glue on that half of the scissor handle. And I know I'm trying not to get glue on the metallic paper because it's very, very difficult to get off. Actually, I don't think you can get it off. I've tried before, and I've actually pulled like the gold or silver up. So be very careful when you're working with metallics. But still try it because they're fun. Okay, there's that. Now I'm going to take this and shoot it right up here like I had it. I really like that coming through there a lot. You know, and it's okay to have the end of the branch. It's fine. What are you guys thinking so far? I like it. I really like how it's turning out. This needs to be glued down though too. Okay. I don't have a heavy block, or I would put something on there to weight that down. I could have put my Misty on it, I guess, but okay. The only thing I need is something. We'll just put that. Oh, I like that rose there. Okay. I'm still not sure about the crafty greeting. And there we go. Now this is my little, well, and what color to put it on? Let me finish. That's where I have that little boo-boo. And we can actually take some of the lighter leaves and attach them to cover up things like that. And just to add the extra color. So we're going to cover up that one that's like a partial there. Okay. And there's some like this one. Come here. This is actually made to fit on this one. So we're going to put that on there. Yeah, this is not a color palette that I would have ever thought of, like, just to do, but I really, really like it, though. How about you guys? What do you think? Let's see. And then we have, here's this weird shape one, which it goes right here. I say weird shape because, come on, that's an odd shaped leaf. I think it is, at least. Anyway. But yeah, I never would have thought of this color palette on my own. But that's the one thing that I love about Craft Roulette is it gets you out of your comfort zone. You know, and gets you to, oh, doesn't that look good? I like that. And get you to think of things that you never would have considered in the first place. You know what I mean? Like I said, I never, these are not colors, but I love it. Okay, our crafty greeting. That is it. That's it by itself. And then and that's that. I think that's a little too dark. Boy, I wish I could talk to you guys and go, what do you think? I think it's too dark. I wonder if we put it on. I don't know. What do you think? Maybe it's not too... Okay, you know what? We're going to go for it. I'm going for it. I like it. I think it looks pretty. I don't think it's too dark. But, you know. So all I'm going to do is put some... Now, I saw something the other day, and I had not thought of this before. Somebody took little finger daubers. they took a finger dauber and they put glue on it and they pounced on the back of something like this so they could get good coverage. And then when they were done, they took the finger dauber and like right away, like to clean it a little bit, they sprayed water on it and rinsed it out that way. And all the glue came out. And what they were, you know, adhering had glue all over the back. I just thought it was pretty unique. I had never thought of that before, honestly. I don't even think I have a finger dauber. But, and I did get some glue again on the paper, but I will make it work. If not, I can always cut another one. I'm not above that. Anyway. Crap. Oh, it's moving. I almost said crappy greetings and I didn't mean to say that. Crafty greetings. Okay. There we go. And then I think I'm going to put it right there. I like it. But I'm going to use Fabri-Tac for that. And the only thing I did not do ahead of time, of course, was to look for some bling. So, apparently I didn't think this out that much. No, I did, but you know. Crafty greetings. Oh, I like this so much. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay. I'm sorry if this video is choppy. Instead of pausing it, I've accidentally shut it off twice when I meant to just pause it. Okay, this is from Honeybee Stamps, and this is Winter Wonder. And I think that I like this blue. I think it's gonna go really good. Okay, so I'm just dropping things everywhere. Now the one thing I should have done maybe was put my, and I will admit it, I should have put my Crafty Greetings up on some foam tape because it is sitting on this flower and it is raised up a little bit. But that is in hindsight, and you know, what can I say, right? I made a boo-boo. We all make boo-boos. It is okay. I want a pokey tool for this. Okay, I'm going to put, let's see, come on. They are not you know, these things never cooperate with me. I don't know how you guys are with stuff like this, but they don't like me for some reason, and I don't know why. Mediums. Well, another little one. Put you here. Couple medium. I think this is a medium. I'm just putting a few. Come on. And I know they're sticky gems, but I always use, that one stuck to me, just a little bit of glue for some reassurance. And there we go. That is my card. It is a card for a crafty influencer, a paper crafter or card maker. I think these colors are very dreamy. I like it a lot. Crafter is in the word crafty. And off center, our scissors are off center. And so is the greeting. So I think I covered it. I hope you liked this video, and if you did make it through this long, thank you so much. And please remember to subscribe to my channel, give this a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.